Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. But before we get into that, I got to give a mad shout-out to Brandon Conkle and to Tomorrow Cinema. That's right, supporting us over at patreon.com/PCP, helping us fulfill this dream. Thank you so much. And if you want a little bit of extra info on Tomorrow Cinema, one of my YouTube buddies, definitely check out the recent conversation we had here on Rockin Robbie Live with Tomorrow Cinema. Definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much, and from the bottom of our collective and excitable hearts here at PCP Station 100%. Let's get into the news. Heroes Reborn 2021. What is up with this? So it's a series of teasers that Marvel's been sharing. Heroes Reborn. Now, you start thinking about the Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee, Heroes Reborn from back in the day, and you start thinking, oh, that was 25 years ago, so this is some kind of 25th anniversary celebration. Maybe variant covers, maybe a new series or something. Then you start seeing these teasers, and it looks more like Infinity Warps, you know, Doctor Doom mashed up with Juggernaut, Enchantress mashed up with Scarlet Witch, and a bunch of different things that are not very familiar from the Heroes Reborn universe. So, what is it? I don't know. Speculations come out. Some people think it's relating to the Ultraverse. That's not true, apparently. A lot of people are thinking it's something spinning out of what Jason Aaron's doing in the Avengers books. But we shall see. Heroes Reborn is returning in some form or fashion for some kind of mini event here in 2021. Exciting, right? Venom 200 is going to be kind of like an epilogue to King in Black, and it will in fact be Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's last issue of Venom. And then Donny Cates clarified and said, yes, my last issue of Venom forever. So, what does that mean? Does that mean that they're off the title and going to go do something else? Because Stegman tweeted that they have an announcement coming soon that they are going to continue to work together. I would be really sad to see their work on Eddie Brock end, but I don't think that them leaving the title Venom after 200 necessarily means that they're leaving the character of Eddie Brock. What if he continues on as something else, some new title, some kind of thing like that? Or what if they just move on to something else? What would you like to see Cates and Stegman do next? Me personally, Amazing Spider-Man. I think that would be pretty dope. Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider's Shadow is a new book debuting in April from Marvel, written by Chip Zdarsky with artwork by Pascal Perry. Really excited about this one. It's going to be kind of like a what if Peter Parker became Venom. So we already know that the symbiote Spider-Man, first of all, went to Peter Parker before it found Eddie Brock, and then they became Venom. But what if it stayed on him? Now, maybe we've seen this kind of story explored before. I don't really remember if we have or not, but done by Chip Zdarsky. I'm really excited for that. Zdarsky's becoming one of the top tier talents as far as writing goes in the comic book industry, so I'm very excited for that. Batman The Dark Knight debuts in April. It's a new Batman book, 6-issue series, but it's written by Tom Taylor with artwork by Andy Kubert. Now, this is going to be not dealing with Batman in sort of the set continuity that we're thinking about, but now that we're in the Omniverse, now that we're in the Infinite Frontier, they're able to do whatever they want and don't feel like they need to like tell you that this is Earth whatever, or this is Earth whatever. They're just telling a Batman story. So this is a more grizzled and beaten down, older, wiser, aged Batman in London. It's a 6-issue series. Kubert coming back to do the title. And Tom Taylor, he's right, his flag is raising. It's rising. He's now on a Batman book, and I'm excited to check it out. It's just a 6-issue series, I believe, so I mean, Tom Taylor's been killing it right now. He's one of DC's top talents, and I'm excited for it. Radio Apocalypse is a new one from Vault Comics, written by Ram V, with artwork by Anand RK, Aditya Bidikar on the lettering. So this is the same writer and illustrator of Blue and Green, my favorite comic book of 2020. You know I'm a big Ron B fan. I'm very excited about this book. And I'm very excited because it's Vault, so it's more White Noise over at Vault. When White Noise and Vault come together, they give us some of the absolute best books, and I'm so excited for this one. The basic premise is, after the apocalypse, so in a post-apocalyptic world, this is about the last radio station. Now, of course, there's going to be a character whose entire journey gets thrown up into it, but once again, RK and V are going to thematically try to represent music on the comic book page, and they did that excessively well, in my opinion, in the jazz-inspired book Blue and Green. So I'm really excited what they do with the Radio Apocalypse. This is their third collaboration together, I think, maybe their fourth, but very, very excited to see what they're doing. Ron V's got a Boom book, too. It's called The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. This has got Philippe Andrade on the artwork there, and this is kind of about in Mumbai or something like. It's in the future, it's set in the future, it's in Mumbai, and humanity has almost attained immortality. So since so many humans are living longer and less of them are dying, the god of death gets sent to Earth kind of powerless to learn what it's like to be human in this new world. So it seems really, really cool. Like I said, it's Rom V doing a Boom book. This is going to be exceptional. Those two announcements have me very excited. Magic the Gathering has landed over at Boom Studios. IDW has lost the licensing rights and it's gone over to Boom. They're launching a Magic the Gathering series in April. It's going to be written by Jed McKay with artwork by Ig Guara. I think Boom Studios has been the best publisher right now as far as licensed properties. Like, they're actually able to put some talent on the book, have a good, fun direction. They've been doing great stuff with the Buffy franchise, with Firefly, with Angel, and especially, in my opinion, Power Rangers. You know I was going to say that. So, Magic the Gathering fans who like Magic the Gathering comic books, rejoice, because a pretty solid company is about to deliver that. Speaking of IDW, who just lost the licensing rights, they still got My Little Pony, they still got Transformers, so guess what? My Little Pony, Transformers, Friendship in Disguise 2. They're doing a sequel to My Little Pony Transformers, which was one of my absolute favorite guilty pleasure comic books of last year, so I'm pretty pumped for that. Eli Roth's History of Horror has been renewed for a third season to debut later this year, probably around Halloween time on AMC. If you are a horror fan, you should definitely be checking out Dylan's Horror Show on Dylan's Comics Saturday nights at 9:05 p.m. Central Time. I am his co-host. We talk about the history of horror as well. But if you are a horror hound and you haven't been watching Eli Roth's History of Horror, I highly encourage you to do so. I thought the second season was awesome, and I'm really excited for season 3 to be debuting later on this year. Wrong Turn is a remake of the original Wrong Turn, or a new interpretation or reboot or relaunch, if you will. It debuts February 26th. I finally sat down and watched the latest trailer, which just came out a few days ago. It looks alright. It doesn't really do anything to make me be like, yo, must watch, but the original Wrong Turn is actually a pretty gory and gore-tastic movie that I rather enjoy. I've never seen any of the sequels. There's like a lot of them. I'm sure that one day Dylan's going to make us do a franchise review. And I watched the Superman and Lois trailer. You know, I'm kind of done with the CW shows, but I do like Superman, so I checked out the trailer. It's only a minute long, doesn't show you much. It seems okay, and you know, here's the thing that's kind of getting me not excited, but more interested in this one, because you know how I feel about CW shows. They're not for me. Except for Stargirl. I really like Stargirl. Of course, that wasn't originally intended to be CW. Anyway, I'm worried about season 2, but should we be? Anyway, Lois and Clark, they're not kids, right? So that's kind of exciting. So that means, like, okay, maybe they'll skew a little bit more for an older audience, but it is CW, we'll see. And then you watch the trailer and, oh, there's going to be these 2 teenagers in it. Like, I don't know. The trailer seemed okay. I will probably watch the pilot and see what's up. So that's what we got for you this week. What do we got coming up here at PCP? Well, tonight, Rockin Robbie live at 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking about WandaVision. We're going to be taking a look at this upcoming week's new comics. We'll be talking about our favorite comic books of last week. We'll be doing a top 5, and we will be doing a whole lot of more, including show and tell. So Rockin Robbie live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. Tuesday night, the weekly comic book review. Wednesday night, Talkin' Comics Live, our new show. We start at 7:30 p.m. Central Central Time. For the first 30 minutes, it's just me BSing about the day's new comic books and delivering my top 10. And then we are going to be joined from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central this week by special guest Comics with Bueller to talk about this week's new comics. That's going to be Wednesday night. And then Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, we have writer David Andre. That's right, the writer of Resonant will be stopping by the channel to chat with us for a Rockin Robbie Live with David Andre. And then Friday night, PCP movie night with our very first fan poll winner of 2021. And the movie we will be discussing this Friday is Big Trouble in Little China. So enjoy all that. And of course, Dylan's Horror Show over at Dylan's Comics, Saturday night, a whole week away, but we're going to end it big with a look at the career of Stuart Gordon, fantastic master of horror. So that's what we got coming up here at PCP. Hope to see you tonight on Rockin Robbie Live. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living. Station.